Yeah. They only see the view from the mountain. They never saw the climb. Nobody believed me when I sketched it on the page. Cold nights, dim lights, hunger wrapped in rage. Used to ride the city bus, staring through the glass, watching people live lives that felt too far to grasp. Had a pocket full of doubts and a head full of plans. Everybody had advice, nobody lent a hand. They said, be realistic, dreams don't pay the rent. So I smiled, kept it moving, never argued what I meant. I remember every laugh that was thrown my direction, every sideways glance disguised as a life lesson. Funny how the silence gets loud when you're alone, trying to build a future from a place that felt broke. I was working odd jobs, counting every little dollar, looking at the sky, wondering if it answered when I hollered. My reflection looked tired, but the fire never died. Even when the road ahead felt 10 miles wide, I had setbacks, failures, plans that fell apart, but every single scar left a map across my heart. And the people who doubted became fuel for the mission. Every closed door taught another form of persistence. Nobody believed me when I said I'd find a way. Nobody believed me when the clouds refused to break. But I kept running through the storm, kept standing when it hurt. Now the same road that tried to bury me is covered by my footprints first. Nobody believed me, but that's alright. Sometimes the dream has to survive before it comes alive. Eating cheap meals just to save a little cash, watching opportunities disappear before I could react. Everybody seemed ahead, I was stuck in place, trying to win a race I couldn't even see the pace. Had friends disappear whenever things got rough. Guess some people love the sunshine, not the climb up. That's when I learned the difference between support and noise, between people who believe and people who destroy. I spent years chasing progress nobody could measure, putting bricks together, hoping they'd become treasure. Every late night felt invisible to the crowd, but the work still mattered even when it wasn't loud. I learned patience from delays, strength from rejection, growth from mistakes, and vision from reflection. The funny thing about pressure, it can break you or refine you, the same way that sinks a ship can teach another how to rise. So I stopped asking for approval, stopped waiting for applause, started building something real, started honoring the cause. Oh, nobody believed me when I said I'd find a way. Nobody believed me when the clouds refused to break. But I kept running through the storm, kept standing when it hurt. Now the same road that tried to bury me is covered by my footprints first. Nobody believed me, but that's alright. Sometimes the dream has to survive before it comes out. Success wasn't sudden, it arrived in tiny pieces. One step, one win, one reason not to quit believing. There wasn't a magic moment, no overnight sensation, just years of dedication, meeting preparation. People think achievement looks like flashing lights, but most victories happen in the quiet of the night, when nobody's watching, nobody's posting, nobody's cheering, and you still stay focused. That's where character grows, that's where purpose is found. Not when you're standing above everybody, but when you're still underground. I think about the younger version staring at the ceiling, wondering if the pain would ever have a meaning. If I could talk to that kid, I'd say keep going, the road gets hard, but so do you. The world won't hand you faith, you'll have to build it too. Cause every obstacle was shaping who I'd be, every setback added depth nobody could see. The dream wasn't delayed, it was being prepared. Everything I survived was making me aware. I don't need revenge, I don't need validation, I don't need permission to pursue my destination. The doubt became background noise, the fear became a lesson, the struggle became wisdom, the pressure became a weapon. And now I understand, not everyone will see a vision. Sometimes belief arrives long after the decision. Nobody believed me, yet somehow I believed enough. Even when the path was steep, even when the climb got tough, I carried hope like a lantern through the dark, protecting every little spark. Cause once a dream survives the storm, it becomes impossible to tear apart. Now when I look back, I don't remember the praise, I remember the nights that stretched into days. I remember the isn't done. Sometimes the longest battles create the brightest sun. Nobody believed me, but belief was never theirs to give. It was mine to keep, and I kept it. I kept it.